Welcome to the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Person and Professional Development. Today, the 4th of October, I come with another daily life lesson. Before I go into this daily life lesson, I remind you to subscribe to the Miracles and Science TV channel on YouTube or to contact us on the number shown on the screen for any career guidance, life skills, personal development advice that you may have. You never know what you're grappling with, what you're struggling with in life may just be an idea away. For you to make a step forward, you may need just something that triggers your mind. You may just need something that changes your thinking, and you'll be on your way to progress. This daily lesson tells us that happiness is the ultimate good. I have shared with you in the previous daily life lesson about happiness. But this time, I'd like to present happiness from an evolutionary perspective. Happiness as a trait evolved in humans actually by accident, but it persisted because it was able to bring about good returns. Just like any other variant that exists in nature and persists, it means that it is there for something good. Whenever you see something, always remember that it has a role it is playing. So happiness generally is the ultimate good because when it evolved in our ancestors, it triggered a certain feeling, and that feeling was actually a feeling that comes as a result of a surprise. So happiness as the ultimate good actually happens in a way that once something surprising happens, it triggers dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical which we have in our bodies that is responsible for bringing about that pleasurable feeling. So happiness does not come as a result of merely obtaining satisfaction in something. It comes as a result of a trigger when we get something that is pleasant out of a surprise. That is why it is important in this daily life lesson. If you are to constantly be happy, you should always be able to create moments that trigger dopamine. So once they trigger dopamine, it means that you're going to have that surprise experience of being happy. And that is the ultimate good, that is the ultimate goal that we must be able to pursue in our lives. The take-home message from this daily life lesson is that for you to be able to create that situation constantly, it is important to create small situations that create pleasant surprises and hence trigger dopamine. What many times people make as a mistake is when they set something very grand. For example, they plan to achieve something after a year or after 3 years or after 5 years with the expectation that that's when they will be happy. That is too long. It is the body, the way it is designed. Make sure you break whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve in smaller bits. Chop it down. Preferably do it on a daily basis. So that if you have a grand goal at the end of 5 years, at the end of 2 years, at the end of 1 year, make sure that you chop down that goal into daily pieces, such that those daily pieces, once they have been achieved, then they can be able to trigger dopamine. And remember, it is not just about satisfaction, it is about surprise in something that you probably didn't expect. That's why even when it comes to planning, it is not good to just plan for the obvious. You plan for something that may not actually be obvious, and when it turns out that it manifests into something, then it surprises you. And in that case, once it has surprised you, it triggers dopamine, and dopamine actually triggers the feeling of happiness. This has been a daily lesson for today.